Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. Look, if you live in a fast-paced environment, like say the bustling communities of Monmouth County or Wall Township, you probably know exactly what it feels like to just constantly be running on empty. Well, today we're going to unpack exactly why that second, third, or let's be real, fifth cup of coffee is absolutely not fixing your exhaustion. We're diving into the science of systemic depletion to uncover how clinical IV therapy is being used right now as a total secret weapon to unlock genuine cellular energy. Because we have all been there, right? It's 2 p.m., you're staring at your computer screen, the words are literally starting to blur together, and you've got this heavy, unshakable brain fog. You've already had 3 cups of coffee, but your brain flat out refuses to cooperate. Listen, this isn't just a symptom of a long day at the office. What you're experiencing is a systemic biological depletion, and a cup of caffeinated bean juice simply cannot fix a cellular deficit. And you know what? Part of that deficit often comes down to something incredibly simple: water. Now, you might think you drink enough water throughout the day, but even mild dehydration, like the kind where you don't even actively feel thirsty yet, can drop your physical performance by 20%. When your fluid levels drop, your blood volume drops right along with it. That means your heart has to work significantly harder just to pump oxygen to your brain and your muscles. That right there is a massive reason why you feel so physically wiped out. Okay, let's dive into our roadmap for today. We're covering 1. The secret energy killer, 2. The bioavailability gap, 3. Fueling the mitochondria, 4. Inside the revitalizer, 5. The NIAGEN advantage, and 6. Long-term optimization. So starting with number 1, the secret energy killer and systemic depletion in high performers. When you combine high-pressure jobs, grueling commutes on the parkway, and super active weekends with the family, your body enters a state of deep systemic depletion. And once that takes hold, you can't just clean eat your way out of it. Because of this, the absolute number 1 complaint heard at wellness clinics from busy parents, high-level athletes, and daily commuters is, "I just don't have the spark anymore." They try the vitamins, they try to get more sleep, but they're missing a critical biological puzzle piece: nutrient absorption. Which brings us perfectly to part 2, the bioavailability gap: why your supplements are actually failing you. So think of your digestive system like a car's fuel line. If it's totally clogged up by daily stress, processed foods, or just natural aging, pouring premium gas into the tank isn't going to help much. When you swallow a standard vitamin pill, it has to navigate the highly acidic environment of your stomach and the complex filtration system of your liver. By the time it's finally done with all that, you're lucky if 20 to 25% actually makes it into your bloodstream. The other 75%, it is quite literally flushed completely away. You could be taking the most expensive B12 supplements every single morning and still feel like you're walking through molasses. And this is exactly why IV therapy is such a game changer. It eliminates that middleman entirely. Taking an oral supplement is basically like sending a letter via snail mail. It's slow, and honestly, half of it might get lost along the way. IV therapy, on the other hand, is like sending a fiber optic signal. It provides 100% bioavailability. The fluids and micronutrients completely bypass your acidic gut and go directly into your bloodstream, delivering immediate, powerful nourishment right to your cells. Moving right along to section 3. Fueling the mitochondria, the actual science of energy. If we truly want to fix exhaustion, we have to look really deep inside our cellular biology. Every single cell in your body contains these microscopic powerhouses called mitochondria. They convert the food you eat and the oxygen you breathe into ATP, or adenosine triphosphate. Now, the absolutely crucial point here is this: ATP is the foundational energy currency of the human body. When your mitochondria are producing abundant ATP, your skeletal muscles contract efficiently, you've got incredible endurance, and your brain can process complex information at lightning speed. And this brilliantly illustrates the exact biological recipe for that energy. Step 1, raw nutrients enter the bloodstream. Step 2, a really critical coenzyme called NAD+ acts as a catalyst, transferring electrons back and forth. Step 3, the mitochondria successfully create that amazing ATP fuel. When you use IV therapy to give your mitochondria high concentrations of these raw materials, you aren't just giving your nervous system a temporary jolt like caffeine does. You're actually producing sustained physical energy right at a molecular level. All right, let's look at part 4, inside the revitalizer. Like, what is actually in the bag? Let's break down a highly specific, precision-engineered formula called the Revitalizer IV Drip. This is a powerful dual-action solution that combines massive hydration with a huge micronutrient boost. First up, we've got the B complex engine. Think of B vitamins as the spark plugs of your metabolism. They jumpstart that ATP production and bring you immediate mental clarity. Next is the B12 megadose. B12 is the undisputed king of energy, essential for neurological function, and it gives you this amazingly clean energy feeling that lasts for days. Finally, pharmaceutical-grade taurine. Now, while people usually associate taurine with cheap gas station energy drinks, pure IV taurine is a total amino acid powerhouse. It regulates minerals in your cells, supports brain health, and actually reduces anxiety. It makes you feel energized, for sure, without making you feel all jittery and wired. On to Section 5, the NIAGEN advantage, defending against cellular decline. Look, as we age, we don't just lose physical stamina, we become super vulnerable to cognitive decline and sluggish repair mechanisms. And a major reason why? Well, scientific research clearly shows that by the time you reach middle age, your natural NAD+ levels can drop by an astonishing 50% compared to when you were in your youth. Nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, or NAD+, is literally in every living cell, and this steep drop directly causes your cellular repair to slow way down, leaving your body highly vulnerable to physical stress and inflammation. And this is exactly where NIAGEN is revolutionary. When it's introduced into your system, your cells readily absorb NIAGEN and convert it directly into NAD+. By safely elevating your systemic NAD+ levels, you support sirtuins, which are proteins that regulate cellular health, you drastically reduce inflammation, and you massively improve focus and recovery. It's essentially a scientifically backed pathway to turning the biological clock backward on your mitochondrial output. Which leads us to our final section, number 6, long-term optimization. Remember, this is a lifestyle, not just a quick fix. We really need to dispel the myth of the quick fix right now. Yes, clinical IV hydration and nutrient therapy will make you feel better almost immediately. But the most successful people out there treat this as a personalized, medical-grade wellness experience designed to support a high-performance lifestyle over the long haul. Think of your body like your smartphone battery. If you let it drain down to 0% every single week, eventually that battery loses its ability to hold a charge altogether, right? Routine IV maintenance, whether that's bi-weekly or monthly, prevents this whole crash and burn cycle. By proactively topping off your cellular battery, you maintain an incredibly steady state of high performance. Clients regularly tell us that with consistent sessions, they eliminate their mid-afternoon naps entirely and experience much more stable moods. So who actually benefits the most from this kind of proactive maintenance? Well, the ideal candidates are commuters completely drained by transit, parents balancing utterly chaotic schedules, entrepreneurs who literally need to be on 24/7, fitness enthusiasts rebuilding tissue, and seniors dealing with decreased gut absorption. And the experience itself, it is a total sanctuary. Overseen by expert medical staff, these sessions only take about 45 to 60 minutes. It's completely painless, and you literally get to just relax in a zero-gravity massage chair while your body completely reboots from the inside out. I want to leave you with a really powerful thought today. The most dangerous word in the English language is fine. Oh, I feel fine. My energy's fine. Listen to me. Fine is the absolute enemy of great. Traditional medicine so often just waits until you're completely broken down or sick to finally intervene. But you don't have to wait for total burnout. You don't have to just settle for average health or keep canceling plans because you're simply too exhausted. Which leaves us with one final vital question. Are you ready to stop just surviving and start truly thriving? When you prioritize your cellular health, you aren't just treating a random symptom. You're unlocking the clarity and vitality you've been missing for years. It is the ultimate investment in your most valuable asset. Thanks so much for joining me on today's Explainer, and I really hope this sparked a whole new understanding of how to truly fuel your body.